Welcome to the 2021 Presumption of Guilt Conference, run by the Rule of Law Education Centre. Tonight, we will consider whether we are witnessing the death of the presumption of innocence in Australia and whether it matters. This is not a political event, but the start of a discussion to consider the vital importance of the presumption of innocence to each one of you watching and to our Australian society. At the Rule of Law Education Centre, we are passionate about educating and informing Australians, particularly school and university students, to actively engage and protect the rule of law. We believe that every Australian has a role in supporting and upholding the rule of law to ensure just laws are applied equally and fairly for the protection of all Australians. And tonight, you'll be challenged to consider whether the presumption of innocence, a principle of the rule of law, is a value we still need in Australia, and what happens when it is replaced by the presumption of guilt. You will hear from some of the best legal minds in Australia. They all have varied experiences and backgrounds, and they will offer their perspectives on whether we are witnessing the death of presumption of innocence, and does it matter. Each speaker will talk for 20 minutes and then we'll have question times at the end. So if you have any questions you'd like answered, please message us with the speech bubble in the Zoom conference. Our first speaker tonight is Mr. Brett Walker SC. Mr. Walker has been described as one of the greatest legal minds this country has ever produced, and is recognised as one of the nation's top silks. He has held many positions and notably, in 2011, was appointed the inaugural Independent National Securities Legislative Monitor, and in 2020 led the Special Commission of Inquiry into the Ruby Princess. Mr. Walker SC has represented Barnaby Joyce, Kevin Rudd, George Pell and the Finks Motorcycle Club, and next week will be representing James Cook University in the Peter Reid case, showing his independence of mind and independence of action. He does not represent any right or left views, and tonight we'll start our discussion on the presumption of guilt. Welcome, Mr. Brett Walker SC.